Hey everybody, welcome to He Said, She Said, They Said with Andrew Plank and Jane Johnston. Jane is on vacation with us for a brief stint. Hello. And so yeah, we're here we go. Jane, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Starting Monday off with a lot on the go, so just balancing act here. Yeah.
We'll do a shorty one today. So, I thought I'd take advantage of the lift on travel restrictions, and
Mhm.
so taking my first vacation in 3 years here with my daughter, and excited. This week has been pretty busy. Um, got an accepted offer. Got two accepted offers less than asking recently.
Yeah, I'm going to be competing against some folks. So we won't be less than asking, but I am seeing more spread in the energy and definitely some reporting of people getting offers like this. So good time to be making offers. What's funny, ironic, I guess, Jane, is I noticed that when this happens, buyers decide to wait and see.
Right.
And this is, they've been waiting for an opportunity to make offers like this forever. And now that they have the opportunity, they're like, oh, maybe things will get even better. So maybe I should wait. And
And then that shifts the market.
yeah.
There's a great book by Gary Keller called Shift. It
Mhm.
talks about the switch that happens, and it's all about confidence and what you think is going to be happening, whether or not you think the market's going to go up. Personally, I'm seeing still at the higher end multiple offers, but I'm also seeing that not as many people are offering.
Yeah, but I also find that this happens in the spring where there's more selection. And then as we get back to summer and the selection tightens up, then people go back to, we're going to see maybe more multiple offers and that again. So it's not like this is not necessarily the new norm by any means. We do have some fundamental things that are shifting in the marketplace though. And as you said, it's, whatever the general public believes is what becomes the truth. Right.
Yeah, and you're totally right. Actually, now that I think about it, last year I had trouble with a client looking in January, and then in February, March, April, we ended up finding. I think there were 12 choices of properties that we were looking at, specifically like Gordon had single family homes. Anyway, I know this is going to be a quickie for you. So do you want to do the stats, and then you can go and I'm writing an offer too potentially
Sure.
today.
Yep. Looks like my screen shifted a bit. So let's find that. There it is. Good. Okay. So we're going to talk about the stats, what happened in the last week. And why is this not? We practiced this beforehand and now this is not doing a sheen. Can you see the screen share there, Jane?
Yeah.
You can see it. Interesting. This is what happens for Jane when she's hosting. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
I guess I pressed it. Anyway, okay.
So I'll start the left column and you can do the right. So what we're talking right now is the real estate board stats that have been released for what's happened in the last week compared to the full month of March last year. We're almost at end of month. Today is March 28th. So this can represent pretty much a pretty full representation.
Yeah, month to date.
Oh, this is month to date. This is not in the last week. Pardon me. Thank you. The next column will be. So far in March 2022, we've had 700 unconditional sales. Compare that with 1,173 for last March. We've had 1,010 new listings with 1,419. That's compared to 1,419 last year. And we currently have 1,019 active listings, and compare that to 1,310 last year. It's interesting because our new listings and active listings are almost equivalent. So we've really had a one-to-one in terms of listings coming on versus active listings. It's almost as if we started from zero to at the beginning of the month and had no sales happen, that's where we'd be at the same place.
Right on, brother. Okay, so new listings, exactly what you were saying, 225. Oh, pending only 188. So what we're feeling is actually ending up in the stats.
Mhm,
Price decreases are 22, and price increases are 7, with
mhm.
2 back on the market. I don't understand why people do that. And 84 listings have sold. That means they've changed hands. So we are definitely seeing we're moving a bit into a buyer's market. Well, we're still in a seller's market, but we're
It's a
moving.
softer seller's market. It's still a really strong seller's market, but it's, as I like to say, it's like you've been going, 130 speeding on the highway, and you come down to the speed limit, and you're still going really fast, but it feels like you're inching along compared to where you were.
Exactly.
Uh,
So, wondering if you have anything new and exciting coming up in your listings.
no, I've got no. Well, nothing that's confirmed for listings coming up at this point. I've got a lot of buyers right now, active buyers, and everything seems to be shifting around for them in terms of wants, needs, their own personal situations. Seems to be a lot of that in the air right now this spring. So I've been finding that you kind of aiming for a certain target with clients, and then it seems more than any time in the past that the target is shifting pretty rapidly. And as agents, it's pretty important to pre-qualify your clients, understand their motivations, know where they're at, make sure everybody's on the same page. But it does feel like there's a little bit more movement. I don't know if this is probably might just be my personal experience right now in business as it's happening for my own personal clients at this time. Are you finding anything like that, Jane?
Yes.
Mhm,
Um, there's definitely a reframing happening as people see the shifts in the market and they're trying to figure out where they fit in. Sometimes people are changing their area geographically. I always tell
mhm,
people when we're starting out to not limit where we're searching because sometimes they miss stuff that they would otherwise be interested in.
mhm,
So I would say, um, but it's there's the saying sticker shock, right? People start to see what happens is when they wait and they see and then the market goes up, then they get mad at themselves because they waited. But
mhm,
if they just sometimes it's hard for people to jump in right at the beginning of their search and see the value there that we see. So we can't tell people that there's value
mhm,
if they don't see it, but that's why we always recommend when you go to look at a property, look at more than one so you can see perspective. But I'm seeing definitely, yeah, like people are pulling in more resources from family and stuff to
mhm.
try and make
Absolutely.
things work. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more. There's definitely a lot more of that. People trying to leverage their whatever resources they possibly can to make something work. And a lot of folks who have been. I mean, I'm hearing a lot of folks saying, "Oh, I really wish I'd bought last year. I really wish I'd bought last year. I really wish I'd bought last year." And this is the refrain we hear all the time in any market, in any sort of frame of years. But it's even more so, I think, given the rise we've had.
Yeah.
Um, but and again, I'll tell you folks that yes, prices could, in future go down. We could reach some sort of shift in the market, but historically, we find that Victoria will have, a rise and then a plateau and then maybe a small dip, but then a rise again. And on average, you're going to be better off buying and holding at any time. Don't if you're
Agreed.
trying to time the market, you're probably going to lose.
Yeah. Although so in talking with a client today, I was saying, like, I know that there are other choices that are gonna come up that are gonna be better. Just statistically,
Mhm,
there are gonna be better choices available to this person than there are another, in the than there is presently in the building in which they are looking, and so just trying to also sometimes just understand that there is a natural ebb and flow to the market, and so if you can play that, that works. Speaking of which, I have 3 listings coming up.
okay. I thought you were going to talk about ebb and flow, and you've got to go out to the beach.
I do. Okay, I'm getting the look.
Yeah.
And it's a good look. Okay, so I have a listing coming up on Trainer. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's about 900 square feet. I don't know exactly, can't remember. And it's north facing, so it'll be cool in the summer.
Mhm.
And that'll be priced around $599. And I have one on
That's a
Wilford
nice
coming up.
building. I
Yep.
like the building. What's the name of the building again?
Oh, I
It
can't.
backs it backs onto the mall there, right?
Yeah,
Millstream Build. Yeah, it's a great building.
yeah. And it has 2 levels of parking. It's nice. It's a nice building. And everybody looks after everyone out there. Like
Hmm.
so it's a great community. It's also really close to Millstream, so you don't have to drive everywhere, which is nice.
There you go.
Okay, second one is gonna be coming up on Wilford, so that's at the top of the hill behind the Burger King, and that will be, probably priced around the same, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. This is on the quiet side of the building facing the green space and has
Oh,
a big
good.
deck. Both
Um,
have big decks.
sorry, what was price on that one?
That'll be similar.
Okay, that's a great building as well. Steel and concrete, I believe. Is it
Yeah,
not?
and it's a 4-story building. I don't know if it's
Yeah,
steel and
it may
concrete.
not be steel and concrete. Fun fact: the builder of that, their name. I don't know if they've changed their name since, but their name is Omicron. So.
You won't get a disease buying in there, though.
No,
And then
you. Well, you could.
the 3rd condo is coming up on Latoria, and that's 2-bedroom, 2-bath. That's gonna be 650
Mhm.
around on the
Okay.
lower end, and that one faces a green space. It's right at Latoria, sort of just near where Millstream or, Veterans Memorial hits at
You,
the
you're
intersection there.
you're taking over the condo group's market here. Who's no
Yeah,
longer the condo group, but yes,
yeah.
good job, Jane. All condos all the time.
All condos. So, anyway, if you want more information on those, let me know. They'll be coming out next week, probably.
I'll think on that. I may have a connection for one of those. Those are all good units, so somebody's going to reach out to you based on this.
Hopefully.
I've definitely got buyers for West Shore for, I've got somebody looking for a home, 3 beds, 2 baths, or maybe larger with a suite. It doesn't have to have a suite, so it can be an older sort of rancher, smaller space, but larger yard preferably. So not looking for the brand new, looking for the older. On the other hand, I do have somebody looking for the brand new as well, maybe up to 1.3 with a suite.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I could go through a long list of buyers right now. I'm not going to, but let's get on. We both have things to get on to. So thanks everybody for watching. And we really appreciate your time. And we hope you get something from it. As always, please feel free to, comment or send us your questions or suggestions for future topics. And don't forget to hit go ahead, Jane. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and subscribe to our show. Thank you. Jane.
How do we get in touch with you, my darling?
Well, if you want to reach me, there's a banner along the bottom there, and it says Andrew Plank, 250-360-6106. Email info@andrewplank.com. Check out my website, andrewplank.com. And for yourself, Jane.
Okay, you can reach me, Jane Johnston, 250-744-0775. My email is briarhillgroup@gmail.com. And you can go to one of 2 websites, briarhillgroup.com, where you will learn all about listing and selling your home, and vancouverislandtime.com, where you'll learn all about the neighborhoods, and these videos are housed on there. Also, I am not going to be around next Monday because I'm going to be on a plane. So I will see you in 2 weeks with our market update at 10 a.m.
Sounds good. Okay.
See you later, everybody. Have a
Everybody.
great week. Take care, Andrew.
Thanks. Bye, Jane.